Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Zain Abdin and welcome back to my YouTube channel ZAIN'S Odyssey. So today we will be discussing about how to implement Newton method in Python. So as you can see right over here, I have defined a function that is defined as Newton method, and this takes some iteration as function derivative, tolerance, and max iterations. I have passed 5 parameters over in this function right here. That the first one is function that targets the value which is needed to be found. Function derivative, the derivative of the target function, and x naught is equals to the initial guesses for the root. Tall represents the total tolerance, the acceptance of error in this result, the number of errors we can handle, and the max iter are the number of iterations that we will be taking in this program. So the program will be returning roots, the total number of roots, approximate number of roots that will be received in the end of this course, and the iterations, the total number of iterations that are being performed during during the initialization of this code. So the total number of iterations are taken over here. So I have defined a formula over here, which is while that this formula over here. So the absolute function will be absolute function have a initial guess of roots 0, which will be which will be greater than tolerance, and the total number of iterations will be less than less than total number of max iterations. So x naught is equals to function of x naught divided by dy over dx. So the iterations will be incremented by +1 each time until we get the desired number of iterations. Until we reach a desired number of iterations and get the targeted approximate function. So right over here, the return will be not equal to 0 and the total number of iterations. So I have defined another function over here that is example function, and the formula I am using in this function is x square is x power 2 minus 4, and the second function that I have defined is example function derivative, which will be taking the derivative of the above formula, which is 2 power x. So the total number of initial guesses that I will be taking over here are 3, and in the end I have again mentioned over the root and iterations will be equal to the total number of Newton method example function right over here, example function derivative, this function, and the total number of initial these two formula will be working together and the initial taking, and these two formula will be working together to find the total number of initial guesses. In the end, I have used just a simple function of printing out the answers and printing out the iteration, which is total number of roots, and the total number of iterations is equal to iteration. So now let's run the code and see the total number of iterations that we get. So you can see right over here that the total that the root is 2.0000 something else, and the total number of iterations that were taken to get this root are number 4. So that's it with Newton method in Python. I will see you next time with another video. Thank you for watching.